With more than 93 confirmed engagements, Carlos Hathcock is possibly the most formidable sniper in U.S. history. This video unfolds the riveting tale of the White Feather, showcasing his exceptional prowess, iconic confrontations, and the strategies that distinguished him on the battlefield. We'll guide you through his most renowned missions, offering a peek into the life of a sniper whose reputation instilled dread among enemies. From the shadowy forests of Arkansas to the dense jungles of Vietnam, the story of Carlos Hathcock is a chronicle of determination, skill, and sacrifice. Raised in poverty, Hathcock found hunting not only a way to contribute to his family's livelihood, but also a passion that would define the course of his life. Armed with a .22 rifle, a gift from his father, this young man learned not just to shoot, but to move stealthily, to wait patiently for the right moment, and to understand the significance of each shot. These lessons, learned in the solitude of the Arkansas woods, would become the pillars of his future as one of the most respected and feared snipers in United States military history. Enlisting in the Marines at 17, Hathcock was driven by a profound desire to serve his country and the dream of applying his shooting prowess on a broader stage. His enthusiasm and dedication quickly became apparent, and although he began his military career with conventional tasks, it wasn't long before his exceptional shooting ability led him to be selected for sniper training. This change marked the beginning of his legend and represented the fulfillment of his deepest dream. The story of Carlos Hathcock unfolds against the tense and tumultuous backdrop of the Vietnam War. This conflict deeply marked both the United States and Vietnam from the mid-1960s to 1975. In this war, U.S. forces faced a determined enemy, but unfamiliar and challenging terrain and guerrilla tactics that tested all conventions of traditional warfare. Hathcock arrived in Vietnam at a time when the conflict was rapidly escalating, with the deployment of U.S. troops to contain the spread of communism and support the government of South Vietnam against the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese Army. Carlos Hathcock was famously known as White Feather because of the distinctive white feather he wore in his bush hat. This personal emblem was not just a personal choice, but a statement in the Vietnam War, where symbols could carry significant weight. Hathcock's white feather symbolized his prowess and reputation on the battlefield, turning him into a legend among friends and foes alike. The decision to wear such a conspicuous marker in a war where stealth and invisibility were paramount speaks volumes about Hathcock's confidence in his skills and psychological approach to warfare. The white feather challenged enemy snipers, daring them to spot him and engage in a duel. This audacity added to Hathcock's mystique and made him a marked man among the North Vietnamese forces, who recognized the feather as the signature of a formidable adversary. The environment of Vietnam, with its dense jungle, high temperatures, and extreme humidity, posed unique challenges for Hathcock and his companions. The jungle was not just a stage for combat, but an adversary in itself, hiding natural dangers and enemies alike. Hathcock's survival, camouflage, and precision skills were vital in this setting. His ability to adapt and master this hostile environment allowed him to carry out sniper missions with notable success, using the terrain to his advantage and becoming a shadow among shadows to the enemy. Carlos Hathcock's story transcends the mere act of pulling a trigger. It is a narrative of human endurance, of a man who, against all odds, pursued his destiny. From a young boy in Arkansas honing his aim on imagined targets to a Marine whose name became synonymous with sniper prowess, Hathcock's life is a testament to the power of dedication and the indelible mark of a true warrior. His legacy, encapsulated in the white feather he famously wore, continues to inspire not just snipers, but all who value the virtues of courage, precision, and resilience. Transitioning from the early stages of Hathcock's career to his time in combat reveals a series of legendary battles that solidified his status as a feared and respected sniper. These confrontations against formidable adversaries highlight Hathcock's unparalleled marksmanship, strategic thinking, and psychological resilience. During the mid to late 1960s, when Hathcock was most active in Vietnam, the war was at its peak. The United States had deployed hundreds of thousands of troops to counter the Viet Cong insurgency and the North Vietnamese Army's NVA conventional forces. Hathcock, in his mid-20s during these crucial years, found himself in the heart of this conflict, tasked with eliminating key NVA figures and countering enemy snipers who threatened U.S. forces. The encounter with the Cobra wasn't just a random duel, but a calculated effort to remove a significant threat. The Cobra was known for his deadly precision, which had cost the lives of several American soldiers. The battle between Hathcock and the Cobra symbolized the intense sniper warfare that characterized much of the Vietnam conflict, where individual marksmen could have a profound impact on the morale and strategies of enemy forces. Hathcock's duel with this sniper was a high-stakes game of patience and precision. The Cobra had made a name for himself by infiltrating deep into American camps, striking fear with his deadly accuracy, and then vanishing without a trace. After days of a tense cat-and-mouse chase through the jungle, the confrontation reached its climax. Understanding the importance of the psychological aspect of sniping, Hathcock baited the Cobra into making a fatal mistake. The decisive moment came when Hathcock spotted the glint of sunlight off his rifle scope. Without hesitation, Hathcock fired the shot, sending the bullet through the enemy sniper's scope and into his eye, a nearly unreal, precise shot resembling something out of Call of Duty. This feat could only have been accomplished if the Cobra had been aiming directly at Hathcock at that precise moment. But then there was another lethal sniper that was feared by the US Army. Apache, a Viet Cong sniper and torturer, represented a different kind of challenge. Her brutal tactics not only endangered US troops, but also demoralized them. Hathcock's mission to hunt down Apache was driven by a mix of strategic necessity and a deeply personal commitment to protecting his fellow soldiers from her cruelty. This mission took place during a period of the war when the Viet Cong's guerrilla tactics were causing significant difficulties for US forces. The dense jungles and complex terrain favored the hit-and-run tactics of the Viet Cong, making the role of snipers like Hathcock crucial in countering these threats. His eventual success in eliminating Apache from 700 yards away was a testament to his unmatched skill and the intensity of his dedication to his comrades. By eliminating Apache, Hathcock not only avenged the suffering of American POWs, but also disrupted the Viet Cong's psychological warfare against US troops. At the time of these battles, Hathcock was in his mid-20s, a testament to the young age at which many soldiers were thrust into complex and dangerous roles in Vietnam. The fighting against the Cobra and Apache took place in a war that saw the deployment of more than 500,000 US troops at its peak, engaged in a conflict that was as much about ideological confrontation as it was about territorial control. The Vietnam War, a prolonged conflict that left deep scars on both the American and the Vietnamese people, finally came to an end in 1975 with the fall of Saigon to North Vietnamese forces. This marked the culmination of years of intense fighting, ultimately resulting in a North Vietnamese victory and the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. The war's end also signaled a time of reflection and recalibration for the United States military, which had to come to terms with the complexities of modern warfare and the realities of guerrilla tactics. In this context of reflection and rebuilding, the story of Carlos Hathcock, a legend in his own right, takes on additional layers of meaning. Hathcock's journey didn't just highlight individual acts of bravery or skill, it underscored the profound sacrifices and resilience required of military personnel during and after their service. Hathcock's story of resilience is particularly poignant when considering the severe injuries he sustained from a landmine explosion towards the end of his deployment in Vietnam. These injuries marked the end of his active duty in the war. They posed significant challenges to his career and life after that. Despite the debilitating effects of the burns and the psychological toll of his experiences, Hathcock's spirit remained unbroken. Determined to continue serving his country in the Corps, Hathcock transitioned from the battlefield to the classroom. His role in establishing the Marine Sniper School at Quantico allowed him to impart his knowledge and experience, teaching new generations of snipers. Through teaching, Hathcock ensured that his legacy of precision, patience, and strategic thinking in sniper operations would endure, influencing not just Marine snipers but the broader military approach to long-range engagements. Carlos Hathcock's influence on modern military tactics and the sniper community is immeasurable. His pioneering approach to sniping, which emphasized technical skill and psychological insight, has been integrated into military training programs worldwide. Hathcock's strategies and techniques have become a benchmark for sniper operations, blending stealth, precision, and patience with a deep understanding of the enemy. In recognition of his contributions, the military has established awards and honors in Hathcock's name, such as the Gunnery Sergeant Carlos Hathcock Award. These awards celebrate Hathcock's achievements and his enduring impact on military tactics and sniper warfare. Hathcock's legacy is a testament to his significance in the annals of military history, serving as a source of inspiration and a model of excellence for Marines, snipers, and soldiers worldwide. His journey through the Vietnam War and the challenges he faced afterward, including severe injuries from a landmine explosion, showcases a remarkable spirit of perseverance and dedication. His ability to adapt and continue serving, especially in nurturing the next generation of Marines through his teaching at the Marine Sniper School, highlights a profound commitment to his comrades and the values of the Marine Corps. Hathcock's legacy, therefore, transcends his battlefield exploits, embodying the essence of service and the enduring influence one can have on others and future strategies and practices in military engagements. Hathcock's life teaches us the power of not giving up and making a positive impact, no matter the challenges we face. His story is a reminder of the bravery and dedication of those who serve in the military, and it continues to inspire people today.